Okay, fine. So, good evening, guys. Good evening, good morning. So, we'll continue the session. So, in the previous session, we discussed about the virtual machines, right? So, how to create the virtual machine, how to install, how to download the Oracle VirtualBox, and how to install it, how to create Oracle virtual machines, and then how to install operating system, right? Windows 2019 we have installed. So, how to install the operating system, and then how to set up RDP, what is the use of the RDP, different RDP tools in the market, right? So all these things we discussed in the previous session, and I think we also discussed about like one of the prerequisite, the .NET framework, how to install .NET framework and all. So we discussed till last weekend, as I said, okay, till last class, whatever tasks are there, those tasks will be performed by Windows team only. Once the machine is ready, then they will hand over the machine to the DBA team. As I said, we will work with different teams in the organization. Okay. On a regular basis, we'll work with Wintel or Windows team or VM team. All are same. Windows, Wintel, VM. And network team, storage team, application team, and monitoring team. These are all some common teams that we will work with on a regular basis and all. Okay, so we'll work with them on a regular basis. Guys, in case if
So,
you
hi,
have, yeah, yeah, please.
sorry for the
No
interruption.
problem,
This is
Monica.
my first class.
Okay, tell me, Monica.
Yeah, I don't know what you exactly.
Do one thing, okay? So I think, okay, I asked you to go through those recordings once, so it's difficult to go back and again, okay, all these things to
Okay, how
cover
many
now.
classes have I
Four
done?
only four basic classes. Guys who joined today, who like for you it will be the first class, right? So I think I remember I have shared the playlist with you. Nothing to worry, nothing major. We discussed all our like Windows tasks only. We discussed little basics. We started with the course overview in the last weekend. Last weekend only we started the batch, right? So initially the first class will be
Okay.
we started with the course overview, and then what are the daily responsibilities of DBA? What will be the DBA activities and all? And then some infrastructure related things like how to, for practice, for setting up the lab, how to install the tools like Oracle VirtualBox, how to install the operating system, how to set up the RDP. So all these things we covered in the last weekend. So I request you to everyone, like those who joined today, by next week, by next class, I mean to say by next weekend, by next Friday, try to complete those four recordings. You'll get the clarity. Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
Okay, sir.
coming
this
this side.
class is, yeah, Praveen, tell me.
Yeah, also first class.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, also I joined to first class here.
Okay, that is fine. Yeah, that is fine, Praveen. Any questions you have?
No question, but I was the previous classes. I did not install the server in the machine.
I'll get
Lots
back
of
to you, Praveen. Yeah, I'll get back to you. Okay. So I think you are already facing some challenges, right? At the
yeah,
end
yeah,
of
yeah.
the session, we'll discuss all those challenges. Don't worry. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. So Praveen, Monica, I think Rachit, Siddhivinayak, and then Wasim, Yared. For you, this is the first class, I think, right? So my request again, just go to that playlist once. It's easy, not more like 2 hours, 3 hour sessions and all. Just one and a half hour session. Each session is one and a half hour. Just watch those four sessions, okay? You'll get complete idea like what and all things we discussed. And for your information, whatever we discussed in the last weekend, that is about course overview, and then DBA activities, daily activities and all, and then discussed about the lab setup. So most of the tasks, whatever we discussed in the last weekend, so that will be done by Windows team only in the organization. And throughout our practice, again, we are the Windows team, we are the network team, we are the storage team, and we are the main DBA team. Throughout our practice in our okay course, in our course, everything we have to set up. No Windows guy will come, no network guy will come. So everything I'll help you, okay? How to set up all those things. So nothing to worry. Almost 30 to 40% of Windows topics we'll discuss throughout the course. Of course, our main motto is DBA only, but to set up the lab, okay, we'll add all these things, and also those things just go back, just watch those videos, you will get a complete idea on that, okay? So that also just keep in mind, guys. So that will be fine. Try to, okay, watch it from today onwards, the class one, okay? Fine. So in this session, what we'll discuss is we'll start with the SQL installation first. As our machine is ready, okay? Now, in case, guys, I just connected to the outside network. In case if you are facing any audio issues and all, please stop me immediately. Okay, I'll check my connections. Fine. Right. So in this session, what we can do is like we'll install SQL Server. Okay, so now our platform is ready to install SQL Server. We need virtual machine. So in the last class, we created that virtual machine, and then we need operating system. We installed that operating system also, and we need SQL Server software. Okay, so we have that software, we have that ISO image, and RDP, of course, will connect to the server through RDP. What is RDP? What is it? Don't worry, guys. Nothing to worry. Just go back, okay, and just watch those videos. You'll get complete idea what is RDP, how to connect to the servers, how the servers look like. Okay, all these things are covered. So just go back once and just watch those recordings. That will be fine. Fine. So prerequisites to install SQL Server. So we have hardware requirements and software requirements, guys. Okay. So hardware requirements, what will be the hardware requirements? Generally, hardware means what, guys? Hardware requirements are hardware components, we can say. Okay. RAM. So RAM, again, for all the versions, okay, most of the versions, we will discuss about minimum RAM. Okay. Minimum 1 GB RAM is required, guys. Minimum RAM. For any virtual machine that you are creating, you have to create, okay, with a 1 GB, and that 1 GB we can allocate it to the SQL server. So minimum RAM we need is 1 GB. Maximum there is no limit. Why? Because in the organization will deal with multiple applications. Again, applications can be big, applications can be small, applications can be critical, applications can be non-critical. So it depends upon the environment. Okay. If it is small application, if it is non-critical, we don't need great RAM and all. Okay. Great resources we don't need. Just to manage, we need the things. So that's why we'll always discuss minimum requirements only. Maximum, there is no limit. It depends upon your hardware limit only, your operating system limit only. Some operating systems they will support 128 GB RAM, some of them will support 256 GB RAM. So there is no limit at all. Okay. So those things you just keep in mind, guys. Minimum requirements we'll discuss. Maximum requirements, it can be anything. In the organizations also, there are machines with different configurations. One machine with 4 GB RAM, okay, 256 or 128 GB hard disk. One machine with like one machine will be 8 GB RAM. Okay, 16 GB RAM machines will be there. 32 GB RAM machines will be there. 64 GB RAM machines will be there. 128 GB RAM machines will be there. 256 GB RAM machines will be there. Depends. Okay. If it is a big application, critical applications, so again, we need lot of resources like 128 GB, 64 GB RAM, 256 GB RAM itself, not hard disk. Hard disks generally will manage terabytes of data. Okay. Sometimes in the interviews, they will ask you, what is the biggest database size you handled so far? So don't tell 100 MB, 1 GB, 2 GB and all. Okay. If you tell like that, again, that will be the last question. They will simply tell you, okay, HR will get back to you. HR will never get back to you. Okay. So these are all kind of realistic questions. So if you are having real-time experience, then only you can answer these questions. But all these questions will be discussed, okay, as per the topic and even at the end of the topic also, we'll discuss. Generally, if anyone is asking what is the biggest database size you're handling, you can tell anywhere between 2 terabytes. Don't tell too small database size. Don't tell too big. Okay. In between, you have to tell 2 terabytes to 5 terabytes, you can tell. That and all, don't worry. Again, I'll tell you. At the end of the course now, you will get an idea. Okay. At the end of the course, you will get an idea. Database means what, like what is the size, way to check the size and all. So I'm just giving you a reference. That's it. Okay. Minimum 1 GB RAM. And hard disk, minimum 4 GB, guys. 4 GB minimum hard disk we need. Okay. These are all the, and CPU, one CPU, minimum one CPU. Again, I'm telling guys, minimum, all the minimum requirements only we'll discuss. Maximum, it can be anything, depends upon the application. These are all the main hardware requirements to install the SQL Server. Okay. Let's discuss about software requirements. What are the software requirements? So software requirements, you know, right? So we need, where we can install the SQL Server, guys? Generally, where we can install SQL Server? Can anyone tell me the answer again, guys? The first session, you remember? Don't sit idle. It's not a broadcasting. Okay. So try to open your mouth.
In virtual machine.
Virtual machine. Directly virtual machine.
Operating system.
Very good. Operating system. First virtual machine and then operating system. So we need one operating system. So that is one of the software requirement. So you can install SQL Server on any Windows operating systems. Okay. We'll discuss, guys, what and all different versions of operating systems are there, what and all different versions of SQL servers are there. We'll discuss all those things. Windows operating system is one of the software requirement. And again, as I said, we need .NET framework also, because SQL Server and Microsoft products especially are GUI products. To support GUI framework, okay, we need software like .NET framework software and all we need, guys, because most of the Microsoft applications are GUI. GUI means what? Graphical user interface. Graphical user interface means what? If I want to minimize, I can just click on this button. If I want to close, I can just click on this button. If I want to create one folder, right click, new folder I can create. So those are all like GUI operations. But if you go to Linux and all, there will be no GUI. Again, depends on the operating system. So you have to manually type commands to create the folder. You have to manually type the commands to copy, to delete. So all these things you can done only through commands, guys. Whereas in the Windows, okay, you can simply right click. If you want to delete anything, right click, you will choose delete. Okay, you can see here what delete option. So this is called GUI, graphical user interface. Right? We have different operating systems, GUI operating systems like Windows and all operating systems are GUI supportive. Whereas we have even Linux also. Linux is like completely command based. What and all you want to do, you can do using the commands. You have to write the commands. For anything, you have to write the commands. In Windows also, see again, I'll tell you one thing. In Windows also, you need commands only, but your GUI interface will convert your actions into command. For example, if you want to create a new folder, okay, what you will do, right click, you will simply go to this, you will simply click on this. With a single click, you can create, correct? I'll simply give B62 is the batch name. So I did two actions here. If you remember, one is I created the folder. So when I created a folder, I got with a default name new folder. And second one is I just renamed it. I gave B62. Okay. So now what and all I'm doing now, my actions will be converted into command because I don't know. Windows can understand only command language, but I don't know what is the command to create the folder. I don't know what is the command to rename the folder. So what and all your actions, right click, selecting new, selecting OK, those actions will convert into command. So GUI will help you to convert your actions into command. At the end of the day, GUI will give the command inputs to the operating system, and the operating system will create the folder. Very simple. Here you are right click and you are selecting new and you are giving rename and all, you are giving the name of the folder and all. Those are all the actions. At the end of the day, when you click OK, once it's confirmed, na, that action will be converted into commands. Generally, to create the new folder, na, so we have different commands. Okay, to copy again we have different commands, cp command kind of thing. Okay, to delete, okay, rm command, remove command. So these commands we don't know what command we have to go to create the new folder, to rename the folder, but simply your actions, the GUI actions in the back end, it will convert, okay, your actions into commands. So all the GUI applications will do the same thing. So for that GUI purpose, we need .NET framework. So again, who will install this .NET framework, guys? Who will install this .NET framework?
Windows
Windows
team.
Yes, Windows team will install. Just give me a minute, guys. Don't mind. Please don't mind. Just give me a minute. Right. Okay. Sorry for that. Okay. Right. So the GUI, what and all GUI interface is there, that GUI will help you to convert your actions into command. These are all extra information, guys, just for your idea. That's it. Okay. We don't get any interview questions or and all things we are discussing now. Once SQL Server installation started, na, that time I'll tell you this is the interview question, this is the interview question. So this is only for the information, for the background information and all. Right? So we need .NET framework. .NET framework will mainly help you for the GUI interface, right? And we also need SQL Server. Of course, to install SQL Server, we need SQL Server software, right? So we also need SQL Server, guys. Okay, so SQL Server software and all. These are all the main hardware and software requirements, guys. Of course, we need one tool called SSMS. Management Studio is a client. Okay, using this client, we can connect to the SQL Server. This is called client tool. Using that, we can install SQL Server. Once we install that server, now we have to connect, right? To connect to that server, we will use this tool called SSMS. SS means SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, SQL Server Management Studio. These are all the main hardware and software requirements to install the SQL Server, guys. Main hardware and software requirements to install the SQL Server. Right. So first what I'll do in this session, I'll install the SQL Server. But in the next session, what I'll do now, I'll tell you what and all different versions of SQL servers are there. We have different versions. Versions means we can say an updated copy, right? So in simple language, we can say iPhone 13, iPhone 14, iPhone 15. Like you can see iPhone 17 Pro, 17 Pro Max. These are all different versions. Android 8.0, 9.0, Android Marshmallow, Android KitKat. Okay. So these are all different versions. In other simple words, we can also say like this. Okay. So we can say Windows 7, Windows 8, okay, Windows 8.1, Windows, this one, what is that term? Windows 10, Windows 11. These are all different versions. So every software will have versions, guys. Every software will have version. So what and all versions are there in SQL Server? From which version it started? Okay, all these things will be covered in the next session. In this session, first I'll install one version. Okay, which version I'll install? I'll start with the SQL Server 2019. We have one version called SQL Server 2019, guys. Okay, so we have different versions. We have SQL Server 2005, 2000 is there, 2000, 2005, 2008, 8R, 212, 2014, 2016, 2017, 2019, 2022, 2025. The recent version, the latest version is 2025. Last year, November or December, it was released. So all these versions are very important. In the next class, I'll cover. So don't worry at all. So we'll use first SQL Server 2019 to install. Right. So now let's go back to this. So last week we installed this virtual machine, right? So how to open this software? Right click on that particular application, choose run as administrator. Once you clicked on yes, then automatically it will open. So this is called VirtualBox Manager. Using this Oracle VirtualBox Manager, we can manage all the virtual machines, like creating the machines, starting the machines, stopping the machines, configuring the machines, okay, connecting to the machines, all these things that we can do using this particular tool. Using this tool, we can create virtual machines, we can start, stop, delete the virtual machines, everything we can do, okay. So last week we have created this virtual machine again. Okay, just go back to the previous sessions and just watch it. Okay, guys, it's easy only. Nothing technical. We discussed very simple things and all we discussed in the last batch. Last weekend class. So how to start this virtual machine, guys? How to start? What is the
Double
short?
click on the
Double click.
Very good, very good. Okay, double click on the machine. It will start. So now it is going to start. Right, the machine is starting now. It is reading the operating system. Now the operating system is loading. Again, this is virtual machine. In my laptop, I have one more laptop. That is virtual laptop. To that laptop, I am connecting, guys. Okay. So that is called, technically we'll call that laptop as server. Okay. Right. Now this is the virtual machine. I can log into this virtual machine. How to log into this virtual machine, guys? How to log into this virtual machine? Right. So right control plus delete is the shortcut, or you can click on this input keyboard and you can select this option host plus delete. Just click on this option, it will allow you, or I'm using the shortcut, keyboard shortcut, right control, not control alt delete. It will tell you control alt delete, okay, by default, but not control alt delete. Just right control only plus delete, two keys, right control plus delete. You will get the administrator screen. Last time when I installed operating system, I gave one password, right? That password I'm going to give now. Now the machine is started. Once the machine started, then I can connect to this machine remotely. Now the connection is direct connection, directly connected to this machine. There are two ways of connecting to the machine. One is Machine means server only. Again, don't think machine is a different okay thing and all. Machine, server, box, everything refers to server only. Windows server. Okay. In two ways we can connect to the server. One is direct connection. That's what I did now. This is direct connection. And we have another option also, indirect connection, which is RDP, remote desktop protocol, or RDC, remote desktop connection. Okay. So to connect remotely, first I have to start, right? Without starting the machine, if the machine is stopped, how it will accept the connections? So that's why first I started the machine, and then to this machine I am going to connect remotely. How I can connect? This is the tool, okay, RDP tool. I just pinned on my taskbar. If you want to open, you can simply click on this Windows button, type RDP. You will get the tool. Okay, you can open like this also. Right. So this is my machine name. Okay. To this machine I'll connect. I have the machine in the last weekend we connected, right? So the same name, server name will not be changed until you change it. IP address will be changed regularly, but server name will not be changed. Again, if it is IP address now, if it is dynamic IP address under it will be changed. So I'm connecting to this machine using the same machine name. The machine name is the same, okay? Whatever batch is 62, this is the other name of batch 62. So using that other name, I am just connecting to this machine, guys. Click connect. Now, administrator user will be there. I am giving the same password. See, once I connected through RDP, this machine will be locked. See, in the back end, it will be locked. Let me show you. I am connecting to this machine. I am giving the same password. Click OK. What you have to select here? Yes or no? What we have
Yes.
to say?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Yes.
No?
Yes, Papa.
No? No or yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
See, it was locked. See, the backend machine is locked. Now, if you want to see, na, see, this was locked. If you connect directly, RDP will be closed. If you connect through RDP, direct connection will be locked. Is it clear, guys, everyone? Any questions so far, please?
Why it's locked now?
What is that? Why it's locked?
Why?
Because it will not accept the connections, both connections it don't allow at a time. So that's why if you connect through RDP, direct connection will be locked. See, again you connected to the same machine. As I said, if one house is having two doors, either of the doors you can use to enter inside the house. So this is RDP is one door, direct connection is one door. That's it. Again, at the end of the day, you are connecting to the same machine. One is through direct connection, second one is through RDP. Why direct connection we don't use? Direct connection we cannot use because this console will be controlled by the Windows team only. This machine will be created in some other data center. It can be New York data center, it can be any UK data center or Singapore data center or Australia data center or Mumbai data center or Hyderabad data center. We cannot go there and we cannot connect to the console. So directly, if you want to connect to the server from anywhere in the world, we'll use the RDP connections. That's why we'll call it as an RDP, remote connection. RDP, remote means so anywhere, from anywhere you can connect if you have permissions. Clear, guys, now? So this is my
One more
connection.
question.
Yes, please.
Can I ask?
Yeah, you can go
So,
ahead.
I heard for the RDP, like only 2% can connect to one
Correct.
server. Say.
That is true. That is for security reasons. Windows will limit the RDP connections to two. By default, it was two only, plus one extra connection called admin console. Okay, only two connections it will allow. So if
Okay.
any two people are already connected, if you want to connect to the server, you can see on the screen. For example, we have, let me check the participants. We have Siva, we have Santosh. If Maunika wants to connect to the server, if Shiva and Santosh already connected to the server, Maunika, once she logged into that server, Maunika can see Siva connection and Santosh connection. So here Maunika has one option. She can kill any of the sessions. Either Siva's connection she can kill or Santosh connection she can kill. Okay? But she cannot kill. Why? Siva can do any important tasks. Maybe he is running one script. If Maunika killed her session, sorry, if Maunika killed Siva's session, So Shiva's work will be cancelled. So that is the reason you cannot kill anyone's session. You have to ask Shiva. You can ping Shiva in Teams. Hey Shiva, I want to log into the server. If you are done, please sign out from the server. In the last week, we discussed right how to sign out, log off from the server. If you are done, please sign out from the server. So Shiva, if he is not working or if we don't have work, Shiva will log off from the server. Then Maunika can enter into the server. Clear guys now? Because it will allow only two connections at a time. If nobody is there, you can simply jump into the server. If already two people are connected, if two active connections are there, then you have to request any of them to disconnect so that once they disconnected, you can log into the server, guys. Clear? Any questions, doubts so far, please?
Oh,
Are we good, guys, now?
Shanmugh,
Yes, please, Monica.
yes.
you can please explain the RDP connections. I want to understand what exactly
RDP,
how to.
that's what, like RDP, again, my request is just go back. All these things completely we discussed. Now maybe I can help you with one or two lines of discussion, okay? Because now the
Yes.
thing is
Just
SQL installation will take lot of time. Installation to explain, it will take lot of time. The thing, simple way, let me again go back to this diagram as you're asking. Let me go back to this diagram. This one, where is it? File recent batch 62. Okay. So now if you go to this, if you can see this diagram, imagine this is one data center. Okay. It can be in US, it can be in UK, it can be in Hyderabad or Singapore, Malaysia, wherever it is. So the machines will be hosted in any data center. Okay. Data center means in simple way where all the machines are hosted. That is called a data center. Your laptop also can be a data center. My laptop is also a data center. See how many machines I hosted. Where you can see group of servers, that is your data center. Okay, where you created. You can see where you created. Okay. So my laptop is also one data center. So the thing is, if you create, Windows team will create the machine. So they can directly enter into the machine because using the console, they created the machine. In the organization, DBAs will not have any kind of access to this console to manage the machines. Windows team only will create, Windows team only, okay, will manage all the machines. But you have to connect. How you can connect? You don't know where is the console, you don't know where is the machine. It can be Singapore data center, it can be US data center, it can be anywhere. It can be Hyderabad or Bangalore. How you will connect? Through RDP. Okay, this is you logged into this your office laptop. There you will open the RDP console like this. From this RDP console, you can connect to any server in the world, provided if you have permissions. Shanmu, can I connect to Amazon servers? Can I connect my SBI net banking servers? Not possible because that is one ecosystem. Okay, that will be again secured. Only those people who have access to that ecosystem, they only can enter into that, okay, area, and then they only can access. So if you have access as you're working for your company will give access to access this server. So you can directly log into your office laptop. You will open the RDP tool. You will give the server name like what I did now. You will give the server name and then you will connect. That is called RDP. Through RDP, you can connect to any servers if you have permissions.
okay, Shanmugh, I understand.
Clear, guys? Any
I
questions?
watched these classes.
Yeah, please, yeah. I think I gave you 2-3 days back itself. Okay, just go through that once you will get an idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. So now we are into the server, guys. Now we have to install SQL Server. As we have software requirements. Of course, SQL Server, I'm going to show you how to attach SQL Server software. And then we have enough hardware resources. We have 2 GB RAM, 2 or 3 GB RAM. How to check the RAM, guys? How much is the RAM? How to check? How much is the RAM? What is the CPU configuration? How much is the hard disk? Where to check? How to check? In the last class we
You need to
discussed.
go
The
system
properties, this
Hmm.
PC properties.
properties.
Yeah, okay. That also you can do, or you can simply click on this Windows button. System information. Okay. System information will give you RAM and this one. Or we have a shortcut also. What is the shortcut? Can anyone tell me to open system information? Shortcut is there. What is that?
Windows R.
What is that? MS Info 32. Okay. MS Info 32 is the shortcut to open the system properties. It will open like this. Okay. So now you can see here, what is my server operating system, guys? What is my server operating system? Windows Server 2019. What is my CPU configuration? i7. Okay, one core. I think I have 8 core CPU, something like that. So allocated one core to this machine. No need to allocate, automatically it will take. And the physical RAM, I allocated 3 GB. While creating the virtual machine, you remember we gave 3 GB, 3072 MB. Okay, you can see 3 GB RAM. So this is my configuration. Hard disk, if I want to see open Windows plus E, my computer it will open. Click on this PC. Okay, it will show you how many disks are there, what is the capacity of each disk. So now I am having around 30 GB drive. So my server hard disk is 30 GB currently. Out of 30 GB, 10 GB is utilized and remaining 19.3 GB. Okay, we have available free space, guys. So I need minimum 4 GB. So I have 4 GB, right? More than 4 GB I have in this drive. I need minimum 1 GB. I have 3 GB RAM. Okay, I need minimum one core CPU. I have one core CPU. So all these things are matching. So we can happily install the SQL Server in this machine, guys. Okay, fine. So now let's go back to this. To install SQL Server, what I need, guys? I need SQL Server software, right? Where is the software? Where is the software? Either you can copy directly. This is the operating system software. You remember how we got this software here? You remember, guys? Any of you remember? Last week, what we did? How we got the software here? Can anyone able to recollect?
In virtual machine,
Hmm.
we attached.
Very good, super. Okay, go to this Oracle VirtualBox Manager. Go to the virtual machine, right click, settings, go to the storage. Here I have attached last time, so that's why I am able to see the software here. This is Windows Server 2019 software. Now I need a SQL Server, right? So replace this Windows Server 2019 with the SQL Server 2019. Click on this disk. Uh, as I am using it regularly, I can see in the list, I can select from here also, but I don't select. Okay. For you, it will simply show you this option, right? Click on this choose disk. So go to this add and it will go to the softwares folder. So in your case also, go to that softwares where you downloaded. I'll give you access, right? Some of you are like, you got the access already. For some of you who confirm, then I'll give you the access. Okay. So now download all the softwares, keep it in one location, go to that location, select the software that you want to attach. Now I want SQL Server 2019, right? Double click on it. It will be attached. Click OK. Just click choose and then click OK. See, it was replaced. Earlier it was Windows 2019. Now it was SQL Server 2019. Click OK. Now in this way you can able to attach the software. Now go to the server. It has to be replaced. See, it is showing some US DV9 something like that, right? As we have changed it now, so refresh it. It will be changed to SQL 2019. See, SQL setup x64 ENU. X64 means 64-bit. Okay, right. So now I will open this and again remember one thing. What is the size of the SQL Server software? Size of the SQL Server software, can anyone tell me? Interview question. What is the size of the SQL Server? You can see answer on the screen itself.
1.33.
Okay. So generally roughly SQL Server software size will be from 1 GB to 4 GB. Latest versions like 2019, 2022, 2025, generally it will be 1.5 GB. Older versions like 2012, 2008 will be 4 GB kind of thing. Sometimes the interviews they will ask whether to check whether you are a genuine DBA or not. Because if your genuine DBA is installing regularly, he will copy. So he knows the size of the software. At least he can guess. No need to tell 1.33 GB. You can simply tell 1 GB, 1.5 GB roughly you can tell. Okay. So like that, these kind of questions also you cannot expect sometimes these kind of questions also you'll get it in the interviews, guys. Now open this setup file. Now you can see one application file is there. See, out of all these files, you have one setup file with the type of file is application file. See, now right click on this. This is the main file, setup file. To install SQL Server, we need to open this one, but don't directly double click on it. Always application type of files you have to open with elevated access. Elevated access means what? Run as administrator. Right click and choose run as administrator. You will get yes or no. Click yes. So to install SQL Server, you should have admin privileges. Again, what kind of permissions you should have, guys? You should have to install SQL Server. We should have admin permissions. You remember I logged in with administrator username only. Okay. So I'm the administrator into the machine, so I can install anything. So in the organization also you'll get admin privileges only. You will be part of local administrator. Okay. Now the setup file is opening, guys. So generally in the installation, lot of things will come, guys. So I'll try to simplify as much as I can, but don't worry, going forward, okay, it will be easy. So in the installation, like from beginning to ending, it will be there, right? So new terminologies and all will be there. So don't worry at all. So I'll explain more, but slowly, okay, you will get it, guys. No, nothing to worry. New terminologies will be there, new things will be there. So going forward throughout the course, we'll discuss completely on that. So don't worry at all, okay? Means what I can say, like don't worry, like complete course will be like this only, nothing. So we are discussing all the things right during the installation, so that's why it can be little loaded, but it's not actually. Just I'll try to simplify it. So once you open the setup file with run as administrator, one tool will open that is called installation center. Okay, now it is going to be opened. This is called installation center. So using this installation center, you can do installations, upgradations, migrations, any configurations, any supported tools, advanced options, everything you can manage from this installation center only. Okay. If you want to know the complete hardware and software requirements, you can click on this link. So first, this is called left side, what and all options you can see. These options are called pages. Planning page, installation page, maintenance page, tools, like that. Phases will call it as a phases. So these are all like a docs kind of thing. Hardware and software requirements, security documentation, online release notes, system configuration checker, download, data migration assistant. These are all different tools, docs and all. Okay. So we don't need this one. Planning phase. This is only just planning phase. Go to installation phase. So here you can see different options. Guys, don't worry. All these options will slowly covered during different topics. We don't cover all these options today itself. Today I'll simply cover how to install SQL Server. In this tool, we have cluster, we have migration, we have upgradation kind of options. Lot of options are there. Nothing to worry. During those topics, I'm going to cover. So this tool will use throughout the course. Depends on the topics. So now I want to install SQL Server. Okay. There are two kinds of servers, guys. One is standalone server. Second one is cluster. Standalone installation, Cluster installation. Cluster means what? Group of servers, we can say. Standalone building means one standalone, one standalone building, one building, normal building and all. Cluster means you can say layout kind of thing. In the layout, multiple servers will be there, right? So cluster installation is an advanced concept that will be discussed during the advanced sessions. Okay, don't worry. So basic installation will be standalone installation. If I want a basic machine or a single machine, I can say simple words like a single machine. If I want to install SQL Server on a single machine, that is called standalone. If I want to install SQL Server on multiple machines, that is called a cluster. Cluster is an advanced concept that will be discussed later. Now I want to install, I'll start with the standalone installation. Okay, you can see here SQL Server, new SQL Server standalone installation, or if you want to add features to the existing instance, you can choose this option to install new copy or to add features to the existing copy. You can select this option. Click on this new SQL Server standalone installation, guys. It is opening. Just 1 minute. Let me put the charging, guys. This much time. Yeah, the tools are opened or what? Okay, now it will open like this, guys. This is the first page, product key. Different types of editions are there, that also I'll cover later. Okay, there are edition. Edition means we can say limitations to the features, right? How can I explain in simple words? Like, see, let me go to this Zoom. Okay, I'm using Zoom software, right? It's not free. Free copy also there, free version also there. So now let's go to this Zoom. Here you can see different options. Okay, we have free version of Zoom. Okay, and we have even paid version also. If you see the features, see in the basic model it's free, but what is the problem? The meeting duration will be up to 40 minutes. After 40 minutes, this will be closed automatically. The meeting will be closed automatically. And the maximum 100 participants only can join per meeting. So these are all the basic, different features are there. That's okay. But if you go for Pro, here you have to pay 1147 rupees. And what you will get it here, if you compare to this basic model as you are paying, okay, you will get extra features. See, each meeting will be lasted for 30 hours. Okay, means that means if you open one meeting up to 30 hours, it can be, you can use that meeting. Once the 30 hours is completed, now again you can open it whenever you want. You can open, but if you don't close it, it will be there till 30 hours. So maximum each meeting will be 30 hours, 30 hours like that. 100 participants can use. And you are also getting some unlimited notes, AI notes kind of thing, different video management and all. Like that next model is business model, means when you are paying money, you are getting the existing features will be released. In pro model, there are different features. In business model, there are different features. Okay. So like that, as per your model, as per your amount, the amount that you are paying, you are getting extra features. The features are going to be unlocked. Correct? So here also the same thing. We have different editions in SQL Server. We have free editions like Developer Edition, Express Edition, Valuation Edition. Okay? You can see all the free editions here. So Developer Edition is very good edition. So all the features will work here in the Developer Edition. But what is the challenge? Okay, this guy came, I think. Just guys, so sorry for that. Just give me 1 minute. Please don't mind. Right. Okay. So Developer Edition is actually a good edition. It's equivalent to Enterprise Edition. But what is the challenge here? It's a free edition. Remember one thing, if it's a free edition and all, you cannot use it in the production environment. In the last week, we discussed there are two different types of environments. One is non-production for testing purpose and all. Production for live, for the application will like what and all live applications that you are working, that you are using Amazon, Flipkart, WhatsApp, Instagram, YouTube. Those interfaces are actually coming from the live production environment. Live means where users are accessing the application, you can say live environment, production environment. Developer edition is free, all the features will be unlocked, but as it is free, you cannot install it on the production server. Because if you install it on the production server, who will buy the enterprise edition softwares? If people are not buying, how Microsoft will get the money? If Microsoft is not getting the money, how it can introduce new softwares, new features and all? Correct? So this is free, but you can install it in the lower environment only, which is non-prod environment. You cannot install it in the production environment. To install it in the production environment, we have two editions. One is standard edition with basic features. Second one is enterprise edition with unlimited features. But for that enterprise edition, you have to pay a lot of money. Each software cost will be around 9 lakhs to 10 lakhs, guys. Each software cost. Each copy of SQL Server cost will be around 9 to 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs also. And apart from that, you have to buy Windows operating system also. So that also around 9 to 10 lakhs or 12 lakhs. So to manage one server, minimum to minimum for one machine with SQL Server, if you want to manage, you have to pay roughly 30 lakhs for softwares itself. Okay? Like that, it will be infra. Infra is very costly, and even storage is more costly. So lot of things we have to manage. So that and all will be taken care by the infra team. That you don't worry, guys. So only difference, if you want to install developer, you can choose the developer edition from here. If you want to install standard or enterprise, you can select this. You can give the keys. Guys, again, features wise, there is no difference between developer and enterprise edition or standard edition. All are like looking same only. All features are same only. We don't have any enterprise key and all, so that's why we cannot show you the enterprise edition. But what and all features, what and all editions that we are using to install, same options will be there in the enterprise edition also, same interface, even in the organization also, same, everything is same. So I'm going to install a free edition, developer edition. Okay, next. Right. For every software, we have to choose this I accept the license terms, right? Choose I accept the license terms. Next. Let me check any other applications are running here. It's running very slow. Let me check here why it is running very slow. Okay, okay. Any internet edge kind of thing applications are running. I'm just killing unused applications, guys, so that the machine will be fast. Okay, don't think that I'm doing something different and it's not part of the installation also. Okay, just in my local laptop, any unused applications are creating problem. So I'm just trying to kill those sessions. That's it. Search options we don't need currently. Any internet edge. Internet edge. Google Chrome 18. Why 18? Only one, right? WD passport discovery. I'm going to end it. Normal. The percentage is normal only. Task manager. Okay, let it be. Fine. Let's go back to the server. So now this is the Microsoft update. So this screen you can see, right? This screen generally, if you want to install with any updates, every software will have updates, right? If you want to install the SQL Server also with any updates, you can choose this. But again, from where it will download the updates from the internet, right? In the organization, servers doesn't have any internet because if they are exposed to internet, hackers can easily hack the servers. So in the organization, servers will be connected through intranet. Okay, internet means connecting servers to the public network is internet. Intranet means connecting internally. If the servers are connected mutually, that is called intranet within the network. Intranet. Okay, internet. So internet is very risky. So without internet, we cannot download any updates. So you can skip this step. Fine, no problem at all. You can go to next. So you will get error like this because there is no internet connection. That's why you will get the error like this. So this is expected. Go to next. Now it is going to install some supported packages and all. So now it is going to install some setup files which will help to install the SQL Server. Again, I'll explain SQL Server installation, guys. Don't worry, okay? This is 2019 I'm installing. The same process will be there for every version, okay? I'm just 2019, I'm just taking for reference, that's it. 2022 also same process, 2025 also same process. So in the next class also I'll show you how to install 2022 and all. Even I'll show you with the 2025 also, okay? So don't worry at all, just, okay, in the beginning, right? So we'll discuss extra terminologies and all. You can see every step here, like currently which step it is running, install setup files. Next to that installation rules will be there. Then feature selection, you have to select the features and all. So step, when I click next, each step it will go, okay? Finally, complete phase if it comes now, then we'll click on install button, then it will install. Why it is taking that much time? This is called task manager, guys. I can see the task manager. I can see the resource utilization and all. So you can see here, okay, currently CPU 100% is. That's why machine is taking lot of time to process anything. So you can just click on this 100% and it will show you which application is taking more CPU and all. Again, all these things I'll explain in the performance tuning, okay? I'm just giving you for the reference and all. So here, sometimes if any unused application is taking lot of CPU or memory, we can kill it, okay? So I'm just checking this is system interrupts. We cannot kill all these things. Internal applications will be there. If we kill now, again it will create the problem. Other than that, we cannot kill any other application. Then let me close this server manager. Okay, it is also opening. Close it. Hmm. Something is consuming the CPU. Shooting controls. Try to close other applications. It is loading, guys. Sometimes even RDP also will kill the, it will create the performance issues and all. We'll see if it is a RDP connection issue and all, then we'll connect to the server directly, no issues. In the organization, you will not face these kind of challenges. Okay, we are using local laptops and all, right? Sometimes if any other applications are there, like now I am just taking care of the Google Chrome, like I'm taking care of the virtual machine. Like we are using multiple tools at a time, right? So that's why it might consume more resources and all. Okay. So now it is going to run some checks. So here it will tell you what and all checks are there. These are rule check. It will check whether this system is suitable to install SQL Server or not. It will install some checks. Remember one thing here, these are all some common checks. If you see here, there are total 4 checks. Like this, you will get multiple screens. Mostly 2, 3 screens, you will get the same kind of checks. Remember, here, either all checks can be successful. See, green button means success. Or all checks can be skipped. Or warning also fine. Out of 4, if any check is failed, even if one check is failed, you cannot proceed to install. Okay. So either successful or warning or skipped, anything is fine. Failed means you cannot check. So in case if any check is failed, then again you have to check the, see here Windows firewall is showing some firewall issue. So it depends upon the check. Sometimes you have to contact the Windows team, sometimes you have to contact the network team. Depends upon the checks that are failing, you can just, but mostly checks will not be failed because Windows team will set up everything for you. So 99.99% no checks will be failed. Sometimes remember this point, before and after installation, always remember. Okay, I'm just clicking next. Before and after installation, you have to restart the virtual machine. This is important point. Okay, before and after the SQL Server installation, we have to restart. Before the installation also, you have to restart the machine once. Even after restart also, you have to restart the machine once. Windows machine. Okay, before, and this is the best practice, guys. before and after SQL Server installation, you have to restart the machine. So now this is called feature selection screen. Okay, this is called feature selection screen. Remember guys, if you see here, there are two kinds of features. Okay, you can see these are instance specific features. You can see this is one section, that is one section. The above one is one section, guys. There are two types of features. One is specific features. Second one is shared features. I'll give you the break. Don't worry. Okay. Specific features, shared features. What are those specific features? What are those shared features we have to install? Let's discuss first. See, when you are staying in a PG, PG means you know, right? Hostel, paying guest. When you are staying in a PG, there are few things that you will own it, and few things that you will use the common, like shared things and all you will use it. What and all shared things that you will use it in the PG, guys? Shared things. Fan, washing machine,
room,
TV,
washroom, bed.
refrigerator, bed may be shared. I mean to say at a time one person only will use, but again it will be shared. So these are all shared features that you will use it in the PG. What specific things that you will have it, guys? What specific things that you will have it? Your phone, your laptop, your personal belongings, your wallet, okay? Whatever, your keys, your bike, your own bike. All these things are specific things, correct? Remember one thing, shared features, if any new person joined, are they going to add extra shared feature? Means are they going to add extra fan, extra refrigerator, extra TV? Nothing, right? That itself is a shared. Shared means what? Everyone has to use the same existing feature. So shared features means only once it will be installed. We don't install for every student. Fan will install only once per room. That will be shared. TV also same, refrigerator also same, washing machine also same, Wi-Fi also same. Only once we'll install, the people who are coming and going, they will keep on using the existing features. Whereas shared feature, these specific features, you will have your own mobile phone, you will have your own laptop, you will have your own bike. In the same way, the other person also will have his own laptop, his own mobile phone, his own clothes, his own utensils, right? So why we are discussing means, remember in one Windows machine, total 50 SQL servers we can install. How many, guys? How many we can install? In one Windows machine, we can install 50 SQL server copies. That doesn't mean we will install all 50. Nothing like that. In the organizations hardly will manage max only one SQL server per one Windows machine, because when you are installing multiple instances, na, instance means a SQL server software copy. Okay, instance means one SQL server software copy is called one instance. Let me write down instance. One SQL server, one SQL server software copy is like instance. Instance means one SQL server software copy. Like this copies, we can install 50 copies in one Windows machine. Up to 50. Okay, up to 50 we can install in one Windows machine. But generally we don't follow those 50. Okay, mostly one or two, max three. Because when you restart, na, each SQL server will be associated to one application. If you restart that one Windows machine, all three SQL servers will be restarted, because everything is hosted in the same Windows machine, right? So there is a chance multiple applications will be down. That's why it's not recommended. So mostly only one SQL server will install in the Windows machine. But Microsoft gave the feasibility to install 50 copies of SQL Server. Any questions, doubts here, guys? Interview question. How many instances we can install in a Windows machine? How many?
Max 50.
Max 50. Okay, up to 50.
Max.
So out of 50, 49 plus 1. I'll tell you what is this 49. Okay, what is this +1 and all, right? Max 50 instances we can install in a Windows machine, guys. Right. Right. Why we are discussing all these things and all, as I said, each copy will have specific features, but shared features you'll install only once, guys. Only once. Again, I'm saying shared features are like fan, TV, refrigerator kind of thing. We don't add every time when new students are coming. Okay, whatever existing features are there, they have to use. So in these shared features, let me clear all these drawings, close it. So what and all shared features we have to install, guys? Main shared features are client tools connectivity. Wherever you see client, you can remember in this way, shortcut. Client tools backward compatibility. Client tools SDK. We don't install all shared features. We'll install only specific one. Okay. SQL client connectivity SDK. These four are shared features that we have to install. And again, remember, only for the first time, we will choose these features. Next time, these are shared. So already installed. So next time when you install, no need to select these features because already installed. It don't allow you to select also. Okay. Next time you can choose only specific features. In specific features, what and all features we have to install? The main feature is database engine, guys. This component only will help you. Remember what is the SQL Server definition, guys? What is the definition for SQL Server? Remember the first class. What is meant by SQL Server? SQL Server is a
Database software.
software.
Database
Very
software,
good. Where we will use it?
which is used to retrieve the data,
Ah,
process the data,
very good. To store, process,
to store the
and
data.
retrieve. To do all these things, we need one component called database engine. Like how car engine is important to run the car, database engine is also important to manage the SQL Server. Database engine only can store the data, process the data, retrieve the data. That is the heart of the SQL Server. So we have to install database engine. See, again, I'm installing it for first copy. Again, for second copy also I have to choose because each car will have its own engine. Clear? And replication is one of the feature. This is an advanced concept. I'll explain. Don't worry. Full text will help you to search the data. These three are specific features that will install for every copy. These four are shared features that we will install for every machine. So next time we don't need to choose these features. Next time when you're installing second copy, just choose these three features only. Guys, any questions, doubts here, please? Are we good, guys? Any confusion? Any clarification you need? No? Yes? Maybe?
When we are installing second time, shared features might be grayed out.
Correct. Very good. Yes, it don't allow you. It will be grayed out. Okay, because already installed. Only one copy per whole machine, right? So shared features will be grayed out. Right. Okay. So to install all these components, we need 1736 MB. Okay. But we have 19,000 MB. So we are having enough storage. No problem. And these features will be installed in the respective folders. I'll explain instance, root directory, shared feature directory, all these things I'll explain. Next, let's go to next. Right. So now see here, I told you, you remember, right? We discussed one point, 50 instances, 49 plus 1. What is this 49 plus 1 logic? I'll tell you. 49 named instance. There are two types of instances. Okay? Two types of instances. Named instance, default instance. We have two types of instances. First one is default instance, named instance. What is the difference? Nothing. No difference at all. Then why we have two? We'll tell you. Only in terms of naming convention, we have these two types. Default instance will take the server name while connecting. See, as we can install multiple instances, we should have name for each instance, right? Otherwise, to which instance you will connect, which SQL server you will connect. There will be a confusion, right? That's why in naming, we have different models, two different models. One is default model, second one is named model. So default instance, generally it will take the server name. Server name means what? Machine name. No need to again name the SQL server. It will take the computer name. Whatever machine name is there, it will take it, the default instance. As we have only one name, for example, imagine we have 30 people or 50 participants in this class. Imagine we have 50 participants in this class. Imagine if we have two persons with the same name. When I call, again, sometimes both will respond, sometimes nobody will respond. Right? It will create the confusion, right? So that's why names cannot be duplicated. As computer name, we can allocate to one machine. That's why that one instance we can install default instance. If you can install another instance also with the same name while connecting, to which default instance it will connect? It will create a problem, right? So that's why we can install only one default instance, because it will take the computer name. Once the name is fixed, again you cannot allocate the same name to other person, other instance. So that's why we can install only one default instance. Whereas named, we can install 49 copies. 49 copies we can install. Generally, we don't need it, but up to 49 copies we can install if you want. So 49 plus 1 in a Windows machine, we can install total 50 instances. So while naming, you have to follow some rules, guys. The name cannot be greater than 15 characters. You don't allow if the name is more than 15 characters, guys. Okay? Cannot be more than 15 characters. It will allow up to 15 characters while naming the instance. Next is name cannot start with numbers. SQL server name, I am saying, like while naming sometimes kids, we will follow some rules, right? In the same way, while naming the instance also, we will have to follow these rules. Name can't start with the numbers. It cannot be like this 2016 or 2019 SQL server. You cannot give name like this. Is it a valid name? Is it a valid name, guys? No, because it started
No.
with a number. Okay, we don't allow to start the name with numbers. You can give like this SQL Server 2019. You can give like this, but initially it cannot start with any numbers. It don't allow any special characters other than dollar and underscore. It don't allow any special characters in the instance name other than dollar underscore. Only these two it will allow. Now tell me, is this a valid SQL Server name? Tell me, guys. Guess it.
No.
Just
No.
guess it. Others. I need response from everyone. Just try to guess it. Is it a valid SQL Server name?
No, it has
Yes.
white space.
No.
Why you changed the answer, Monica, suddenly? Yes, no.
Sorry.
It's okay. Just guys, I don't want to point anyone, but normally I'm just calling, okay? So don't think that I'm pointing anyone, nothing like that. Fine. Yes, this is not a valid name. Why? Because we have space here. Space is also a special character. So it don't allow. While naming, if you give spaces now, it don't allow. Is this a valid name?
Yes.
Tell me, guys.
No.
No.
Is this a valid name?
No. No.
So there is a
Okay,
space.
1 minute. I think my now tell me, guys. Is it a valid name? Come
No.
on.
No.
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 No, very good, because we have space here. Okay, right. Now, is this a valid name?
Yes.
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 Yes, we have spelling mistake, right? It will allow.
Yeah, it will allow.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It's a valid name. Okay, dollar and underscore. So other than that, it don't allow any special character, guys. It don't allow any special character. These are some naming conventions that you have to follow. But again, it's not like you will give the name and all. Shanmukh, what name I have to give? So again, uh, we will not decide the names. Application team will let you know what name we have to put. See, there is a sheet called build sheet. What is this, guys? Build sheet. We'll install SQL Server using the build sheet. In the build sheet, they will mention everything. What should be the configuration? What should be the instance name? Which version you have to install? What kind of features they need? Right? We have selected. See, the shared features we have to select. That is okay. But specific features, what and all features they need, everything they will mention in the build sheet. What should be the name? What should be the configuration? So most of the companies will follow using the build sheet only. Definitely build sheet will be there, and the build sheet application team will fill and it will give it in the ticket. Guys, somebody will comes to you and they will directly tell to you, "Hey, please install 2019," or they might ping you. But we don't follow. That is not actually a professionalism. For every software they are buying, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs they are paying. So where is the audit? Like where is the track with software where you are using it on all? We should have a track, right? So that's why everything that you are doing, we should have a ticket. So application team should raise one ticket. Based on that ticket, we will install the SQL Server. For tracking purpose, in the future, hey, who is using this software? Which team is using this? We are paying 40 lakhs to this. Whether they are really using or they just installed and then they left it as it is. So to track all these things, we need one request. So which application needs SQL Server? They will raise a ticket. In that ticket, they will attach this build sheet. So in future, if they are not using, we can simply track it and we'll ask the team, hey, you built this so and so server 2 years back, but since you are not using this, can we, okay, go for a standby, or like we have to simply uninstall the SQL Server? We have to check with the team. So after that, because sometimes audits will happen. So if you are not using it and all, like again, company has to pay a lot of money. So all these things will be there. So for every task, there will be a request. The process, the actual process will be, guys, there will be a request for every task. So you have to follow that particular task and all, right? So this is also one of the important component, bill sheet. Okay, in the ticket itself, they will attach this bill sheet. What and all names you have to put, everything, like they will mention the bill sheet itself. So now I can choose either default instance or named instance. Anything I can choose. Again, features wise, all are same. Both are same only. Just while naming, we have default or named. Now I have a quick question for all of you. Just to try to respond, guys. I installed default instance. Can I change it to named instance later? The same default instance, can I convert into named instance? Or I install named instance, can I convert into default instance? Is it possible? Just guess, yes or no. Inky pinky ponky, anything will work.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
I would say no.
no. Inky pinky ponky, akpak karepak, anything you can choose, guys. Just guess. Just guess. Then when I said just guess na,
No.
I'll expect answers from everyone. No. Okay. Some of you are saying yes, some of you are saying no. So the correct answer is, okay, no. We cannot convert a default into named, unnamed into default, right? So default means default only, named means named only. We cannot change it later. If you want, you have to uninstall the existing copy and you have to install. That's it, with the respect to either default or named instance with the respective model. I'll go with the default instance. If you want to go with a named instance, you can choose this one. And then you have to give the name, whatever name you want to give, batch 62. Okay, you can just give like this, and it will create a folder also with the same name. Click here, automatically a folder will be created. Instance ID means folder. Okay, as of now, you don't see any instances installed. Okay, you can see installed instances, it is showing blank. Next time when I come to this screen, it will show you the existing instance. Okay, I'll just choose default instance, guys. When you choose default instance, now by default, the name will be MS SQL Server. I'll tell you, I'll explain this, but remember this word MS SQL Server. Let's go to next. Just, okay, guys. So we'll do one thing now, just to go for a break, because it's already 8:42. So I don't want to load everything at a time. Just go for a break for 10 minutes. Let's come back and we'll discuss. Only this session might have like 2.5 hours. Okay. Because installation, right, I cannot stop it in the middle. So we'll complete the installation in this session. Just take a break, come back after 10 minutes, guys. Break for 10 minutes. Right, I'll be back, guys. After 10 minutes, we'll discuss. Thank you. Right. Fine. So now let's go back to the server. Listen carefully. This is important concept. Okay. Service account. Okay. Now what we are discussing, guys, is service account. So let me help you. What is service account and all? Imagine this is your Windows machine. Okay. This is your Windows machine. Inside the Windows machine, you install the SQL Server. Okay. This is your SQL Server. Inside the SQL Server, you have the database. Okay. This is your database. All the data will be stored in the database. But how data will come? Data will come from any application. Okay. The application in the back end, it will be linked. So imagine this is my application. Okay. Let me expand a little bit. And let me even expand this as well. Right. And users will be connected, right? Clipart user. Okay. Any user we can take. Imagine this is one user who is trying to access the application. Imagine the application name is Amazon.in. Okay. So user is connected to the application. So application in the back end, it's connected to the database. The application in the back end, it's connected to the database. Right? So this is Amazon.in application, guys. Amazon.in application. Amazon.in or .com, whatever. Just for the reference, I'm just saying Amazon.in. It can be any application. It can be Azure. It can be Flipkart. It can be some other application. Anything. SBI Net Banking, HDFC Net Banking. It can be anything. So whatever data, how we'll get the data? When user connected to the application, he will select something and he will place the order, right? So from the user, he will connect to the application interface. Thank you. He will connect to the application interface. He will imagine he placed one order. That order will be stored in the database. Stored means what, guys? What is the meaning of storing? What is the meaning of storing, guys? Store means it has to write, right? It has to write the data to the disk. Correct? Database means what? Database means at the end of the day, it will store in any disk. So imagine this is the disk, hard disk. So in the database, okay, the data will be stored in the database. Database means again, it's a collection of two files. Okay, it's a collection of two files, guys. One is log file Second one is data file. Okay, this is the log file and this is the data file. Simply, I'm just explaining in simple words. Okay, don't worry. These two files will be stored in any disk. Okay, imagine this disk. These two files can be stored in any disk. So, from here to here. So whatever data is coming, it will first go to log file. Okay, this is the log file. I'm just giving an overview. From that log file, it will go to data file. This is the flow, guys. This is how the data will be managed in the SQL Server internally.
No patches.
Thank you, Nana.
No.
Yeah, I'll explain stuff here. Don't worry. Just let me complete this. Okay. This is imagine one transaction. Okay. This transaction, imagine he is placing one order through this interface Amazon.in. This data will goes to the database. Again, database means it's a collection of data file and log file. So the transaction will goes to data file and log file. And data file and log file will be stored in one disk, right? So this disk. So who will write all these things? Who will write all these things? In the back end, one service account will be there. That service account will help to write the data to the disk. Okay, in the back end, one service account will be there. That service account will write the data to the disk. So without service account, you cannot write the data to the disk. Without service account, you cannot even read the data from the disk. Is it clear, guys? Everyone? Are we good, guys, on this part? Service account will help you to write the data to the disk, and it will help you to write the data, read the data from the disk, guys. So this service account should have permissions to write the data. That's why this service account should have a administrator privileges, administrator permissions. I'll again show you how to add a service account into the administrator group and all, how to give administrator permissions. And this will be actually creating service account, giving administrator permissions will be done by Windows team. But in our course, I'll show you. But in our course, I'll show you how to create a service account. Service account means it's simple one account, guys. That's it. Nothing. It will help you to write the data to disk. In case if the user wants to pull the information, for example, he want to buy an iPhone. What he will do, he will open Amazon.in and he will select the iPhone, right? From where it will get the data? Again from the disk only. So this account will write the data to the disk. This account will also read the data from the disk. That account is called service account. Any questions, doubts here, please? Questions, doubts?
No.
Safia?
Who will handle the service account?
Account will be created by Windows team. Okay, and we will add that account as a service account in the database side. That's it. So handling will be done by Windows team only, but in the backend we will use that account. So service account is main. For example, if anyone changed the password, it cannot read, it cannot log into the drive. If it cannot log in, SQL Server cannot start, because it's very important. All the SQL Server supported files also will be there in this in this drive only. If somebody changes the password, the previous password earlier with the previous password, it is logging into the disk. If you change the password, it cannot log in into the disk. If it cannot log in, the supported files cannot read. If it cannot read the supported files, the SQL Server will be down. You should know the impact of the service account. Service account is one of the major component in SQL Server. Clear, guys? Are we good on this? So by default, you will get a default service accounts. No need to do anything now. You can install service accounts with these are the default accounts. See, now you see NT service. These are the default accounts. You can continue now, no issues. But Microsoft will allocate these service accounts to others also. So it's like one maid is working for two members, three members. Imagine if I am only one member staying in a room, I'll call one maid. She will come, she will complete her work. Maybe she can complete in 30 minutes. When my friend came into the same room, now this time two people are there. Earlier she used to complete in 30 minutes. Now when another person added, she will take 15 minutes more, 45 minutes she will take. Now one more person, three people came inside the room. Now again extra work will come. So she will take 1 hour to complete. So when users are adding, the time to process the work also will take time. In the same way, SQL Server will allocate the same accounts to multiple SQL services. So the performance read and write operations will become slow. So what I'll do, either I can install with the custom service accounts or I can use default service accounts. In the organization, we'll use custom service accounts. So in the next class, I'll show you how to create an account, how to make that account as a service account, how to change the service account. I'll show you. Now, wantedly, I'm going with the default service accounts. Clear, guys? Later, you should know how to change the service account, how to manage the service account. You should know, right? Again, next time I'll show you how to manage all these things and all. Clear? Guys, questions, doubts, please.
The service account doesn't need to be administrator, right?
It should be administrator, because as I said, administrator only can log into all the drives, okay? And it can only read. If you have administrator permissions, then only you can log into every drive and you can read, write the data. So it should be part of administrators group. Safia, can you hear me? If you are facing any issues, you can just rejoin, Safia.
Now you are audible, Shalak.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys, on this part? Service account.
Which team will hold the service account password?
Windows team only. Windows team only. Questions? Questions, doubts, guys? Guys, are we good? What is service account? Is it at least basic idea what is service account? Is it clear?
Yes.
Service account is an account which will help you to run the service. Okay. All the read and write operations will be done by service account only. Service account should be part of local administrators group. These 3 points you remember. That's it. Okay. So now I'll go with the default service accounts first. Then I'll show you how to create custom accounts, how to change the service accounts, everything I'll show you. Default service account doesn't have any password. You can leave it as it is. Startup type. Startup type means when you start the Windows machine, how these services will start, whether it will start automatically or manually. You can set it here. So I need to start automatically. Sorry, I'll choose this automatic. So when you restart the Windows machine, SQL Server also will be restarted automatically. Okay, so that's why automatic is good. Next is collation. Collation means simple, guys. It's a language settings. Please just give me 5 minutes. Okay, please. Not like that. Right. Okay. Collation settings means language settings, guys. Language means the data that you are inserting into the server. What kind of data? You want to insert English language, Korean language, Chinese language, okay, Arabian, like whatever you want, you can just choose. Okay, Chinese language, Czech, French, everything, Greek. You can see all these languages and all Japanese, Korean, Latin. So all these languages you can choose, guys. Depends. Sometimes you can see Telugu websites, news websites, and all Hindi websites. Okay, so the data that you are entering into the database, what kind of language you want to use. So here generally by default we will use SQL Latin 1 General CP1 CIAS. This is the default collation settings. It will accept English language. Okay, this is the default collation settings, guys. Latin means like how all Indian languages comes from Sanskrit. English came from Latin language. Okay, Latin general. CP means code page 1. CI means case insensitive. Whatever data you're inserting into the SQL server, that should be a case insensitive. And AS means accent sensitive. Okay, so this is the default collation setting. Interview question: what is the default collation settings? Okay, collation means language settings. What kind of language you want to insert into the database? Okay, so default settings will be SQL, Latin 1, General, CP1, CIAS. Can we change the collation settings later after installation? Yes or no? Inky Pinky Ponky, Akpak Karepak. Yes or no?
I think you can.
Can we change?
Yes.
Okay. There is no direct way of changing collation settings. Okay, after installation. We can do some binary modifications and all, but it's not safe. So in case if you want to change collation settings safely, you have to uninstall SQL Server, you have to install with respect to collation settings, and you have to import the data into the new SQL Server, like restore the data and all. Okay, so there is no direct way of changing collation settings. It's not safe also. Fine. So we came to an end, guys, almost. Database engine configuration. This is all about the security. Who can access the SQL Server? You are installing, chalo, it's good, okay, fine. But who can access this SQL Server? Who will have access? Who will be the authorized person to access? All these things will be managed here, guys. Even though now you're installing, if you don't add at least one person, you cannot install SQL Server. It don't allow to go next, because at least one person you have to add to access the SQL Server. That person later he can give access to others. So now whoever you are adding in this section, he will have administrator privileges and he can give permissions to others also. Here generally where, like in this screen, we will add all the DBA team. Okay, so that every DBA should be able to access the SQL servers. We will also add service account, so that I'll show you later once I created custom service account and all. But minimum one account is mandatory to proceed. So I'll add my account. My means those who logged into this machine. Who logged into this machine, guys? What is the username? Who? Who logged into this?
Administrator.
Administrator. You see here, click on this.
Administrator.
The cursor, administrator. See, when I click add current user, administrator account is added. Means this person can connect to the SQL server that you are installing, the administrator. Then the administrator can give access to others also, other DBAs also you can give access, other users also you can give access. Minimum one person should be there to unlock the door. That person can allow others inside the room or home. So minimum one account I am adding here, guys. Data directory, where I want to store my data files, log files. I'll tell you what is data file, what is log file and all. Don't worry at all. TempDB, what is TempDB? These are all server configurations. Separate topics are there. In those topics we'll discuss, guys. So now let's go to next. Authentication and all I'll tell you in the security. Don't worry. So now this is the final screen, guys. This is the final screen. Now I told you in the beginning of the session, you remember? What and all options we have selected so far from the beginning of the installation till this screen. This window, what it will do, it's a GUI window, because to install SQL Server there is a query. You have to run one command. Using that command only you can install SQL Server. But we don't know what is the command, we know only GUI. So in the GUI we have selected all the options. That GUI will convert your actions into the command. That command, it will store it into this file, configuration file.ini. Because we don't know the command to install. Windows machine, it cannot understand GUI. This interface, okay, the installation center interface, the GUI interface will convert what and all options you have selected. Based on the options, it will prepare one command. That command, it will store it in the configuration file.ini. When I click install, Windows machine will load this file from this location. If you want, you can see that file also, okay. Go to this location. Every installation, it will create one date and timestamp folder. See, 2026 0606, today's date. 22 28 means 20 means I opened this setup file at 20 means 8 o'clock. 8 to 8 to 28 seconds I opened. So with that name, it created one folder. I'm just opening, copied that location, Windows R, it will open run. Just copy paste that location, hit enter. You can see that file here. Okay, you can see that file. See configuration file. In this file, it will store all the commands to install SQL Server. When I click install, Windows will pull this file. It will open the file. It will see all the commands. It will run those commands, guys. Sometimes they might ask what is configuration file.ini. Configuration file.ini will help you to store the commands. Okay, so just click install, guys. That's it. In this way, we can able to install the SQL Server, guys. Again, in the next class also, I'll tell you 2022, I'll show you how to install. This is like a complete discussion. In the next class, again, I don't explain all these things again and again. Okay, you can just go through it. Next class, I'll try to simplify other components, what and all things. Okay, like service account and all. I'll try to create the service accounts manually and I'll explain. And in the next class, I'll show you how many services will be created when you install SQL Server, what is the importance of each service, how to start the service, how to stop the services, okay, how to restart the SQL Server, how to change the service account. All these things will be discussed in the next class, guys. So wait for some time. Mostly it will take 5 to 10 minutes. First time it will take time because we are installing the shade and the specific features, right? Next time it will take less time. Shade features are already installed, right? Second time if you're installing in the same machine, it will take less time, guys. Please be muted, Ravin.
Hello.
Okay, so this is all about the SQL installation, guys. Any questions, doubts so far?
Yeah, Praveen this side, sir.
Yeah, Praveen, tell me.
Yeah, already installed two software in the laptop, but did not install properly.
One
I
thing,
facing some.
one thing. Okay, on this installation part, guys, anyone having any issues?
No.
Is this clear, guys? Did you face any challenges in understanding any of the words, terminology, and all? Maunika, hey, Jared.
No.
Okay. Ed, can you hear me? Safia, Siddhvinayak, Shiva, Vijay, Wasim. Clear, guys? Any questions, doubts? Rajesh?
Yeah.
Yes, Anuj, it's clear.
That's good.
Okay. Okay, fine. One suggestion I just want to give you. Okay. During the
Yeah.
classes. Yeah, Jared. Okay.
Okay,
During,
I mean, is there any other way like we can reach you out of the class like in regular time,
correct.
weekdays?
Yes. I mean,
Okay.
weekdays you're asking the class?
Yeah, about the play like while I'm trying to install the SQL.
You can reach out to me. Like we don't have weekdays
Okay.
classes and all, but you can reach out to me in the WhatsApp. No issues.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. One suggestion, guys, for everyone. During the class, just concentrate on the discussion. Don't, sometimes some people will parallelly, they will install with me and suddenly they will stuck at one point. So you cannot concentrate on the installation or you cannot concentrate on the practice. You cannot concentrate on the class also. So my request is during the session, just leave everything and try to see the screen and just follow me. Don't practice during the session. Once the session is over, completed, I'll give you the recording session. Just again, you have to watch the recording one by one, step by step, you have to follow. Sometimes you might feel that you have already seen those steps and also you will follow it. But my request, don't blindly follow. Just again while installing, just again open the video, step by step, you just follow. First time it will take little time. First time, just listen which step, what and all options I have selected. You have to follow the same thing. So during the discussion, please concentrate. Okay, don't practice parallelly with me in the discussion, guys, in the class and all. After the class, you will get the recordings. Mostly, it will take 3 to 4 hours for the process. After 4 hours, I'll upload this record into the separate folder, and you will get the folder access in the Google Drive. Okay, so mostly every recording will be available after 4 hours of the class, or sometimes within 4 hours itself, depends on the file size and all. So you will have access. So slowly, like after the class, take some time and then sit peacefully and then try to open the recording and then just simply follow the recordings, guys. That is the best option generally. Okay. Right. So now any questions, guys? Anyone having any questions? In the back end, it will install. So I'll tell you how to verify whether it's installed successfully or not at the end of the session. So in the meantime, any questions, doubts, guys?
Yeah, Praveen.
Yeah, Praveen, I'll come back to you. Yeah, just give me a minute.
Okay.
Sid, any questions you have, because your voice is breaking completely.
Now
Okay.
it's clear.
Little bit. Okay, you can continue, Sid. Tell me.
In an interview, we have to tell all the process, like how we are installing.
All the sorry. Sorry, Sid, like your voice is not completely clear.
So he might be asking like during the interview process, like is anybody's going to ask like these installation steps?
Sometimes, yes, there is a chance. They will ask you to explain how you install the SQL Server. So yes, they might ask these steps and all. They don't ask, tell me all the steps, but they will indirectly ask how to install the SQL Server. Means mainly you have to highlight these things, guys. Mainly you have to highlight like default named instance, and then collation settings, service account, features, in features, again specific features, shared features. So 4 5 important screens are there. So you have to explain all these steps, and yeah, as discussed, the prerequisites and all, best practices before and after installation. We will restart the machine, right? So and copying the softwares, what and all softwares. Okay, we want generally will copy from the shared path, guys. Again, in only in our practice we will attach the software like this. Nobody asked this question. Shanmukh, you are saying like we don't have access. Praveen, can you please be on mute? Praveen, I'll come back to you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. So I told you, right, we will simply attach the software in the Oracle VirtualBox. But we also discussed one more point. So we will not have access to this Oracle VirtualBox Manager. Then in the organization, how we will attach the software? Why nobody asked this question? Because this will be controlled by only Windows team, sorry. So attaching softwares, everything will be done by Windows team only. So if I want to install the SQL Server, we cannot every time request Windows team and we cannot wait for their activity, right? What is the solution we have here? Okay. In the organization, we don't use this method to copy the softwares. Only to copy, not the installation. Installation and all, what and all we discussed, the same thing will follow. To copy the softwares in the organization, we'll use the shared path concept. Shared path. Shared path you can open from your local laptop. You will have access, or you have to request the access from the Windows team. They will give access to the shared path. Shared path will be accessible from your local laptop, and it will be accessible from the server also. So you will copy all the softwares to the shared path from your local laptop, and then you will go to the server. In the server, you will open the, okay, you will open the run, and then you will type the shared path like this. Shared path generally it will be like this, okay? Server name backslash some folder names, SQL Server Softwares backslash SQL 2019. Like this kind of path will be there. If anything started from, like anything started with a double backslash, that means it's a shared path, guys. Either it will be a server name or IP address. Okay, like this. Like this, it will be 10.10.23.56. Okay. Like this it will be. So if you see anything started with a double backslash, that's a shared path. That shared path, how to open, go to the server. You should know the shared path. Okay. So you have to, if you are new to the organization, in the KT, they will tell all these shared paths and all, and they will help you to get the access to the shared paths. If you did not get any access, or if they did not mention in the KT and all, remember this point. Okay, remember this point. So you have to get the access. Okay, just mention somewhere, like you have to ask this question in the KT. So you should have access to the shared path. That shared path you can access from any of the server. You can open the shared path, and that shared path softwares will be there. Once you open the shared path, you can directly copy paste, okay, from the shared path to the server. So like this, we will manage the softwares, guys, in the organization. Clear? How to copy the software in the organization? Is it clear, guys, everyone?
Yes.
Right. Okay, fine. So that's it, guys. That's it from the installation side. So let's wait for some time. Okay. Once the installation is completed, I'll show you how to validate whether installation is successful or not. If it is failed, wait to check. I mean, there is no big discussion and all, but I'll simply show you how to validate whether it is successful or not. Okay, I'll tell you. Yes, Praveen. Okay, so tell me, you're saying something like you're facing
Yeah,
some
yeah,
issues and all.
I'm installing the software, but did not install properly. I am
Hmm.
facing lots of issues.
First thing to everyone, I'll tell you, most of the students in my previous batches and all, they don't have patience to watch the complete recordings. Okay, they will remember some steps like that only they will go. As a DBA, you should have three main qualities. Can anyone tell me what are the three main qualities you should have? I am not again pointing to Praveen, but this point, like we have to discuss this point, that's why I'm just highlighting. Right. What are
Okay.
the three main qualities we should have, guys, as a DBA?
Discipline, patience.
Discipline, patience.
First.
Hmm. Very good. Very good. Okay. Discipline and all, okay. That is important for everything. But again, you should have patience, patience, patience. Okay. So very, very important thing. Sometimes we don't read the error completely. In the error itself, it will tell you the solution, but we don't read it completely. Okay. So that's called patience. You should have patience, guys. So again, try to watch the recordings completely, because I can explain in one word or two words, or maybe in 1 minute I can explain. But how we will learn? From the mistakes only we will learn, right? So try to do the mistakes as much as you can. From those mistakes, you try to learn the subject. But you should have patience to watch recordings completely. Okay, this step I remember, again who will watch, I'll skip to next step. Okay, just a fast forwarding you will put, or you'll simply go to the next 2 minutes. You will miss important configuration, so you will get the error. Shanmukh, I got this error. So if you are facing any challenges, first and foremost thing, the first source is your recordings. Second source is Google, because you should know how to Google it. In case if you are facing the same issue in the organization, you cannot depend on any person, right? You should know how to Google it. If you Google what kind of prompts you have to use, you should know. So try to habituate from now itself. The same errors you will get it in the organization also. Just try to Google it. Finally, I am the last line of defense, not the first line of defense. Then you just did what and all things that we discussed. Still, the error is not fixed. Then come back to me. Okay? So these things just keep in mind while troubleshooting, guys. Praveen, so one thing, like what is your laptop RAM?
Laptop RAM
How much is
maybe
your laptop
8.
RAM? Not maybe. Check and let me know. We
Yes.
in this session only we discussed it, right? How to check the RAM. Okay, and share your screen. I'll give you the access, share settings.
Which one?
Yeah, you're able to see share. Okay, fine. So now to show me what error you're getting.
One second.
Guys, it's not mandatory to use virtual machines and all. If you're comfortable, you can install in the local laptop also. But my recommendation will be like install virtual machine, so that you will get real-time experience. real-time lab, real-time environment, you will get it. In case if you are facing any issues with the Oracle VirtualBox and all, some issues and all, like you can install directly. No need to install operating system. Directly 2019 you can install in your local laptop. But that I don't think it's a good practice. Just okay, if you are facing any big challenges, any limitations and all, then use this method. But I don't recommend that. Okay, try to create virtual machines only. Try to practice with a real kind of setup only. Yes, please. So open the system information. Open system information. Okay, very good. Go down. Your how much is your RAM?
8 GB.
8 GB and i5 2 core CPU. Okay, that's fine. Now close this one. So how much you allocated to the virtual machine? How much memory you allocated to the virtual machine? Close this one. Close this window. Uh, how much you allocated to the virtual machine? Go to VirtualBox Manager. Don't install Web WhatsApp. Okay, Web WhatsApp will kill lot of memory. I can see you installed Web WhatsApp.
Okay.
Not Web WhatsApp. Web WhatsApp application itself you installed. Okay, if you install WhatsApp, Telegram in your local laptops now, it will consume lot of memory. Now here I can see that base memory 2072 means you allocated 2 GB. That is fine. Now check the utilization of the memory. Open the task manager. In your local laptop, open the task manager. Okay, very good. What is the current utilization? Go to process tab only. That is fine. Current utilization is something 1532. Okay, nice. CPU utilization is normal. No problem with the CPU. Memory is also under control only. Okay, that is also fine. So minimize this window. Now go to help. Go to help. Can you see file machine help option? File machine help.
Yeah, got it.
Click on that and click on about VirtualBox. Last option. Last option. About VirtualBox. Yeah, click on that. Which version it is? 6.1. That is also fine. Close that one. Now it is 64-bit or 32-bit. Click on new machine. Click on new machine. Click on that new. Your one option is there, right? Beside settings. Blue color. Click on that. Downside. You selected 64-bit only, right? 64-bit only.
Windows 7.
Yeah, second option operating system Windows 2019 64-bit. That is also fine. Okay. Cancel this one.
1964.
Cancel. Yeah. Now you start the machine now.
Also start the machine. Just
Double click on the machine. That is fine. That will be fine. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Please select a virtual disk. Okay. Okay. So you did not selected any of the operating system file here. That's it. Very simple. Cancel. Close it. Click OK. Go to the settings of this machine. Go to the storage. Left side, fourth option. See here it is showing empty. Means without putting DVD you are trying to watch the movie. Is it possible?
not possible.
See that is empty CD it is showing. Where is the operating system file to load? You are getting my point? First you have to provide the operating system file, right? Then only when you start it will try to load the operating system file. Correct? So click on the empty and you just upload the 2019 Windows. I don't know whether you have Windows Server 2019 software or not. Okay, if you don't have, you have to wait for the softwares. You have Windows Server 2019?
This is a 2019.
What is that? Server release. I don't know whether it is Windows or SQL. Server final evaluation edition, I think. Okay, you try to attach. Go to that machine. This is showing 5 GB, right? Okay, let's see. Click on empty, 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 empty. Last you can see SATA port 1 is there, right? SATA port 1. Next to that one disk is there, right? Last disk. Click on that. Next, 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 next disk. Choose virtual optical disk file. Click on that. Double click on this file or go to add. Click on add. Click on add. There you can see add. First option blue. Go to the download section wherever you download this file. Double click on it. Choose. Click OK. Double click the machine. If it's not loading now, maybe the OS, I'm not sure. Maybe OS file is corrupted, something like that. Click on the details. Click on the details. Click on that. Yeah. What is called console rep? Okay. Virtual name VM create failed. 1 minute, guys. Guys, Praveen, seems that OS is corrupted. Okay, so that is the reason it's not loading. That is
Okay.
not correct OS.
Then what is the solution?
Solution nothing. You have to register. I'll share you the softwares. Okay, that softwares you can use. వేసుకుంటాను నేను వేసుకుంటాను క్లియర్ ప్రవీణ్
Sharma,
yeah Abdul
But I did.
hello.
Tell me Abdul.
I haven't received the softwares yet.
You will get it. You will get it.
I haven't received the softwares yet. Can you please share? Okay, okay.
Can you hear
Thank
me? You will get it, Abdul. Yeah. Praveen, clear, right?
What?
Yeah, I'm born. Guys, any other questions? Says, let me check whether installation is completed or not. Okay.
No.
Okay, let me share my. Praveen, yes. Any questions you have?
No, but this is a problem. Then after
I
I did
told
not
you right.
further process.
No, that's what I told you right. You have to register. Once registration is done, I'll share you the valid softwares. Maybe you downloaded somewhere. I think this software. I don't know from where you downloaded it. I'll share you the valid software. Okay, so that you can fix this issue. Fine, Praveen.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So let me share my screen, guys. The installation is completed successfully. I'm going to share my screen. Yeah. You're able to see my screen, guys? Right. Okay. So once installation is done now, you can see all the components are successfully installed. See every please be muted, Praveen. Getting a little noise. Okay. Thank you. So now you see here, guys, all the components, what and all components we have selected: full text, database engine, replication feature, browser, writer, client tools SDK, SQL client connectivity SDK, connectivity SDK, client connectivity. So all the components are successfully installed. See all green ticks you can see. In case if any component is failed, here you can see a red cross mark, and here also it will show you failed, and here also it will show you installation unsuccessful, okay, or installation failed, like that it will show you. So as you can see, all the components are successfully installed, so your SQL Server installation is successful, guys. And it will also write the logs to this file. This is called setup summary file.txt. In this summary file.txt, you can find any challenges, any issues. In case if the SQL installation is failed, why it was failed, what is the error, everything you can check it from this summary.txt file. So in the next class, I'll tell you in case installation is failed, how to check, where to check, what and all files, where and all you have to check, what corners you have to check, what is the troubleshooting. Okay, all these things will be covered in the next class, guys. Fine. So that's it for now. Thank you so much. It's already late for some of you. So we'll connect again tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. IST, guys. So I came to my hometown to attend one family function. So just this morning, I'm not able to take the session. So tomorrow, I'll mostly I'll take it. I'll arrange the timing and all. Okay, the same time you connect tomorrow. So we'll see. Fine.
Hello,
Yes,
hello.
yes. Yeah.
Sir.
Yeah. Tell me, please.
Yeah, when we share to installation link,
Come
software link.
ping me in the WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fine, guys. Thank you. Thank you all. Bye. Good day. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Shanmugh.
Thank you, guys.